Right, definitely, definitely. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see as far as like how that would go. All right. So let me get this set up here. You know what time it is? Give me.
Do they?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it says right on screen.
I don't know if they do.
Well, let me tell you guys. It is time for. Hang on a second, and I gotta do this. There we go. All right, there we go. It is time for your Overwatch Minute with Gregg Dietz.
Okay. All right. Um. Last week I did an entire 10-minute video and sent it to Anthony to put up during the podcast, which did not happen. But that video you still have, Anthony, and if you could load that to YouTube, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to talk about any of the stuff from that last week. I'm going to talk about stuff that happened this week only, which is not a lot. First and foremost, Jeff Kaplan on the forums talked about changes to heroes. Talking about that there's a change that they want to do with Torb, but that is like way in the distance. Like they're not even concentrated on Torb right now. It's mostly about Symmetra and May, I think they said, but primarily Hanzo. And if you remember me talking about a while back, they want to take away Hanzo's scatter arrow and give him a volley thing.
Mm-hmm.
He showed pictures of what that volley is going to look like. And basically, like, there will be an audio cue, but there will also be like his bow will just glow bright blue. Sorry, I couldn't talk. And that'll let you know, like, hey, you might want to not be in the vicinity of what he's about to do. But the idea of it is instead of Hanzo like getting right up to you and then shooting you in the foot and killing you, this is more of a deterrent. This is more of a using McCree's ult from a distance when you're not around anybody to make them scatter. That's the general idea of what the volley arrow is supposed to do, and the fact that we got a visual aspect to it is really cool. But the downside is that, you know, Jeff said that it still hasn't even hit the PTR.
Okay, I see.
So his much needed change is not even there yet. But the other downside is that, like, and something that my friends and I have noticed, like, I get that Junkrat was buffed to fight the shield meta, since there are so many characters now that have shields, and that's great. I think that that's important. But there's something about him that feels off. Like, he feels a little too powerful. Like, I don't know what it is, but he feels a little overpowered. And so I hope that they see that soon and they change that, but that's just, I mean, that's here or there. Like, I think maybe giving the thing back to the point where, like, his own bombs damage him, because he'll get right up in someone's face and just, like, spam bombs at them to kill them. I think if Junkrat had the problem of his own bombs damaging him back, it wouldn't be a problem.
Okay, gotcha.
But that's just me. But yeah, that was the only thing he talked about for hero adjustments. But the other thing is, if you remember last year around this time, the Overwatch event was called Uprising, and it was a flash to the past of Overwatch's history, where we got like a Gabriel skin that no, we already had that skin, but the skin was now available to everybody. But it was like him in a beanie, like a Blackwatch skin. We got Genji with the cybernetic and McCree with the Blackwatch outfit, and then we got a bunch of other characters with like early versions of their outfit, where like we had one where Torb didn't have an arm missing, and they were all wearing blue Overwatch gear, and they were fighting Omnix on King's Row. Do you remember that, Anthony?
Yeah. It was a big event, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
It was really cool too, because it added a lot of lore and history to the world. Plus, it felt like a story-based thing. Well, they're bringing that back. Now, here's the fun part. So, I want to say about 4 days prior to Friday, they released a short 10-second thing on their Twitter that was about that looked very similar to what they had released, a while ago, and it was like a file was loading, is what it looked like. But everyone's like, clearly this is Uprising. But everyone's speculating, like, is it a different thing? Is it the same thing again? So they then came out with Friday. They came out with a video, like a 30-second video that was advertising the Uprising event, very similar to how it was a year ago. The video ends with that file saying completing, and then another file pops up says loading, or opening another file. And so like I was like, I wonder if that's just a thing, like they're just kind of fucking around, or if that's an actual, like, that's just a visual thing. Sure enough, it wasn't, because people in the comments were like, give me file, and then say the number, which I think was 204 or 0204 or something like that. And Overwatch would respond with just like a winky face, or you gotta wait, things like that. So it was like, okay, so this is clear. There's clearly something added to the Uprising event. They're just obviously not going to announce it until the 10th, which is when it goes live, April 10th. I think April 10th. Let me double check on that because I don't remember exactly.
Okay, I did see some stuff about that recently too. That GIF or that video of like potentially another Rising event, or very similar to what it was last year. So there've been hints.
Much like with Junkenstein or Maze from Snowball Offensive, it's the exact same thing.
Okay.
But hold on, I'm trying to. April 10th. Okay, I had it right the first time. So I was accessing file 382, and then the video ends here with. Let's see. Hold on. God damn it. It says accessing archive files 0832 complete, and then another file opens up and it says accessing archives file 0274, and then the video ends. And then like some of the comments are really funny. So the top one says, "Love you guys. You are the best. Overwatch loves you. Is it possible to get a date with Overwatch? Unlikely. Okay." Someone drew a picture of Tracer holding file 0274.
Sorry.
So, one shows a meme of the John Travolta from Pulp Fiction walking out of a portal, and it says looking for awesome. file 0274, like, and then confused. And Overwatch just responds with accurate. Go down a little bit. Somebody says just gimme 0274. They respond with 3 curious emojis. So responding to those in general shows to me that that's actually a thing and not just something they're fucking around with. So I'm very excited to see what added content. What I'm hoping is that it's a Blackwatch event that takes place in Dorado. I think that would be very fun, because you could kind of do the same thing, since both are escort maps. So
right.
I don't know, man. Like I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be interesting, and I know for a fact that whenever these events happen, they always motorcycles coming by my room. So there's that. But they always add new skins. So I'm excited to see what new skins get added, and maybe some characters that, like, I know that in this event they can't really add a skin to a lot of the newer characters. So Vegeta can't have a skin, Orisa can't have a skin. I mean, Orisa's skin from the event's gonna come back, but they're brand new characters. So like, I mean, maybe they can have skins, but it won't. Like, maybe they can give Vegeta a skin that makes it look like in one of her sprays where she's wearing the armor, but it's all cardboard. Like, maybe they can add that, but even that's kind of weird as a skin.
Right,
I don't know, man. Like,
yeah,
there's a lot of potential, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what it is, but we know nothing yet. It just comes out April 10th.
Okay. Well, we'll soon find out all the details when that comes out, and we'll be right on it. Was there anything else, or was that it?
That's it for this week. There was really nothing else than that.
All right. So. Well, that has been your Overwatch Minute with Gregg Dietz. Alrighty then. So we've come to the end of the podcast. So again, I am